It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, there's a group of people across the country whose sole mission is to ensure railroad safety while you're using the train to get from A to B. Now, they form the Railway Safety Regulator, and they recently released a very special message for all to hear. Listen up quickly.
Peep the vision, just look and listen as I transport new thoughts. There's a head-on collision of minds. Yours and mine will read your line as I define what it takes to ride the line. Hear the rhyme, the rhythm, the raps as I spit plain facts to make a train of thought snap. Crackle and pop, this train trouble needs to stop. It's costing the city operator and people a lot. Since vandalism has risen, it is clear as a prism. Criminal cats don't listen, so they should go to prison. So what's the role you play, making yourself again? Here's some suggestions, sit back as I explain. Stop scoundrel selling crooked copper dead in his tracks, cause it's whack and you're the one who suffers because of that. Act accordingly, report it. Most importantly, remember crime support is not part of our core police. For us, by us, and the people we trust. It's not an option to abide by the rules, it's a must. Every committee, commuter, community, and such take ownership of this public entity, it's part of us. Took the big bad bullies who terrorize our travel. Your time has come, we the judge and jury dropping the gavel. Yes, the people have power and they deserve respect. The regulator is here to keep it all in check. I just must safely play it back cause it went overhead. These power balls on tracks, making the message spread.
Nice. Nice. I think that deserves a round of applause. I'll tell you why, because here to share more about the Railway Safety Regulator and how you can get involved to ensure your safety while using our railway lines is the Western Cape Communications Manager for RSR, Mike Plyke. He's the man we just saw in the video, my brother.
How you doing, sir?
What on earth, man? That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Hey? That was you. That was all you rapping, going about your thing.
Yeah. You gotta use your gifts to the best of your ability.
I love that, man. I did not expect it because I haven't seen that at all. So this was the first time I saw it. I was pleasantly surprised, my brother. Okay, cool. So the Railway Safety Regulator, what's the objectives here and what's in place? So how do you guys aim to meet it?
So the objective of the Railway Safety Regulator is really to ensure safety within the railway sector. So we have a regulatory framework that operators have to comply with. So anyone who wants to use a train in South Africa, operate a train rather, whether it be someone moving goods or passengers, has to apply for a permit through the Railway Safety Regulator. And the reason for that is so that anyone who interfaces or engages with trains is ensured that they will be safe. So if you get on a train, you should not be afraid that it's going to fall off the tracks. Right?
Exactly.
So that's really why the Railway Safety Regulator exists. It's to ensure the safety primarily of commuters, but also of the environment, and just to make sure that our rail industry works.
Because I mean, there's
functions.
been a lot of negative press around the railway and what's been going on lately in the news headlines as well. So how can the greater public then get involved and make sure that they know how to raise these issues with the RSR?
So there's two ways. There's a reactive and a proactive way.
Okay.
Right? So the reactive is if you see someone digging up a trench to get the copper cables out of the train tracks, right? Call our call center 0800 444 888. Report these incidences. If you see someone getting robbed on the train, report it. Call our hotline. But then the proactive approach is kind of a preventative measure, and that's why we created the PSA. Is to get people involved in the conversation around bringing rail safety to the fore. And we use music, of course, as the conduit or the instrument to get people involved in this process.
I like that. Let's talk about that public service announcement that you guys put together. How did it all come together, man? What was the thinking behind it? Like you said, obviously, music going out there, connecting people much more than anything else that could, I think.
So rather than using the traditional, we'll stand there and tell you something.
So railway safety.
that no one's going to listen to, right? We used our creative competencies. And there's these guys that you see here, Mandy Sinkomo, Paul, Charles, Brett Shaw, Calvin Shushu, these guys. Mike Plyke. These guys all have specific gifts. And they lent their talents to us so that we could create this message to communicate to people.
Okay, well, I love that, man, because it's really, really impactful. I mean, like I said, this is the first thing I haven't seen it, and all of a sudden I just want to say, okay, what on earth is this all about? You know, it really grabs the attention. But there's also a train tracks competition which launched this past Monday.
Yes.
What is the competition about, man? What's up for grabs?
So you talk about feel good, right? This is a feel good initiative, right?
Okay.
It's Madiba's centenary, and he had
Yeah.
a passion for education and youth.
Yes.
So because of course, the medium that we've used, which is rap, it really appeals to young folk like myself. We thought that let's add a competition element where South Africa, regardless of your age, can create their own railway safety music video using your cell phone.
Yeah.
So any content or messaging that you have that's solutions-based about the rail industry, create your own song and you could win a prize valued at 25,000 Rand. Now, how this commemorates or links with Madiba's legacy is the 20,000 Rand that you win has to be seeded to the development of a school of your choice.
Brilliant.
So that issues around access control, the school doesn't have a gate, you could be that change agent in your community.
You could be the one making that difference.
that gate possible. And then of course there's a 5,000 Rand valued prize that you can take home for yourself.
Man, but I think it's a great way, it's a different way to approach a competition as well, because you're enabling people to do something positive.
Yes.
Mike, thank you very much, man, to you and your entire team at RSR. I think it's going to be amazing, and I do hope that that people's going to really connect with us and connect with you guys as well, ensuring the safety. We need that, man, because people rely on our railroads. It's their bread and butter to get to work, man. It really is. So you've heard it here. Head on over to the Facebook page right now and search for Railway Safety Regulator. You can get all the details and the steps there that you need to submit your video for the train tracks competition. You can also visit their website, rsr.org.za, to catch all of their latest news updates as well. Mike, thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Very cool.